welcome to my channel, Blooms and Brushstrokes. My name is Krista and I am your host of this channel. So this is a brand new channel for me. I have been inspired because I've had many people ask me to show them my watercolor technique and style, and so I put a little poll out on my social media platforms asking what would be the best way for people to learn, and they said YouTube or in person. So I decided I would make a YouTube channel. I already have a YouTube channel. It's called Outgrowing, and that is a little bit about my life outside of painting. I am a part-time farm girlfriend, and so there's that side of things. I grow a humongous garden. I sell cut flowers. I'm also a hairstylist by trade and own a hair salon. So I've got a lot of things going on, but I don't have a channel for my hair salon, just for my hobbies. So anyways, this is a channel for watercolor, and I'm going to give a disclaimer right now. I am not a technically trained watercolor artist. I am self-taught. I have been working with paint in general for the majority of my life. I have dabbled in acrylic, I have dabbled in oil, and most recently in watercolor paint, which I have found a true love for watercolor paints. I find they are absolutely beautiful. I love the way that they move. I love the softness of them. I like the calmness of them. I love how you can layer the paint. I love everything about it. But that being said, I'm very new to watercolor as far as watercolor artists go. I've taken 2 watercolor classes in my life. One of them I think was about 20 years ago, and I was gonna look for that painting. I still will. And we did these like winter landscape scenes, and although that doesn't really speak to me and that's not really what I love to paint, it showed me how beautiful watercolor paint is and how it moves, and it gave me the basis of that. And then I took another watercolor class, which was a bamboo style paint class, and that is more of a meditative style of painting. I just grabbed a stack of old stuff and brought it out here to see if I can show anything. Wow. Oh, shoot. Now I've got everything falling. And so I took that one probably within the last 15 years, somewhere in there. I don't know, 10 years. Anyways, it's all about painting this style of painting. This is a demo. Oh, it's upside down. This is a demo from the class, but anyways, so you really learn how to paint by feeling, and this is my doing painting, but it's all about like loading up your brush, layering it, and then the feeling of painting. So that gave me the skills on like painting, like what it would feel like to or what it's like to just feel the painting. And I didn't know at the time, like I wasn't like, oh, this is how I'm going to paint in the future. I didn't know that. But as I've evolved in my painting style over the last little bit, so for 2024, my New Year's goal was to really focus on being creative. It's something that it's like meditative to me, a little bit therapeutic. It is soul filling. It's something I love immensely. I always get so busy and caught up doing a lot of other things, and then I get distracted and I don't do what I love to do. And art is something that I love. So I made that my goal. And so for the last year, I've really dedicated my spare time to creating. And just for me, I have sold some paintings. Yes. That's not why I started doing this. It wasn't like I'm going to sell paintings, but I share them on my social media platforms. And from there, I have definitely sold a couple, but I haven't sold a ton of them. It's not really I don't want it to become a job, I just want it to become something that I enjoy. Surely over time, maybe it'll evolve into that, and maybe with this YouTube channel as well. But I really just want to create, and for the sake of filling my soul up and to, honor me as a person and what I enjoy doing. So consequently, I've dedicated time this year to doing that, and my style has really truly evolved into something I'm very quite proud of. And I share my processes on social media, and consequently many of you have expressed interest in learning how to do what I do. And so I hope with this channel that I hope to help you bring out your own creative style. I don't want to put you into a box of just my style. Because I'm still evolving in my style too, and I have a specific style I love, but I go here and I go there, and I think that's the beauty of art. You can do anything you want, but I don't want you to just come here to learn my specific style and to copy what I've done, because there's more to this, and we'll get into it as we go. But realistically, like, I want you to get in there and start to feel the paint, and it'll come. It won't maybe come in the first few, because we're just going to be learning about paint and how it works with the water and how it works on paper and how much to use and how much not to use and all that stuff. So we're just going to start with a very, we're just going to start off, and we're just going to evolve into it and go with that. So this channel is for creatives that want to explore their unique side of creativity and to not be bound by any rules or technical aspects of painting. We are here to break the rules. We are here to create our own rules. We are here to just express ourselves and to be welcoming to anyone and everyone. This is a channel for inclusivity. I don't know. I want to be inclusive to anyone and everyone. I will not tolerate any harsh bullying, harsh words. This is a page where we should be able to, or a channel where we can express ourselves truly and authentically, and without judgment and without worry of that. So if you want to come on in here and you want to be a part of that and just create and have fun, there is zero competition between artists and creatives in my eyes. Everybody has their own unique style, and there should never ever be that. The art world should not be that. I know it is in some aspects. I do know quite a few artists. I just want to put it out there that that is not what is going down here. This is about a journey within ourselves and a creative journey. And so this is all that is. I hope it inspires all of you to really dive deep into your painting and to really feel it out. And this is welcome to anyone and everyone that wants to be a part of it. So that, I just want you guys to know, we are just here for that. So I do want to show you guys a couple of my most recent paintings, so you guys have an understanding of, for those of you who don't know, what I kind of get up to. So here's one. It's a dahlia. I took a photo of this. My partner Mark, he got me, I hope you guys can see that, the Cafe au lait dahlia, and then I wanted to paint it, so I did just that. So it is a painting. I will put a picture of it up here. It is in my profile picture and everything. It is done with these watercolor paints here, the Mungayos, and trust me, you guys, I don't use the best of everything. I just use what's affordable, so don't be crazy and hard on yourself. Anyways, this painting is done with those paints, micron archival ink, and Winsor Newton metallic ink. So that's how I produced that one, and that's kind of my style. This is another one. This is the most recent one I just worked on, so you guys can see that's that. But I also have this one that I've done, which I love. Well, hopefully you guys can see that. And then I have this one of sweet peas, which was just kind of a fun play around one, but I mean, I love that one as well. And then I'll show you guys another one. This is my lilies, more kind of free abstract, and that's with black ink. I will talk about the supplies that we will all need to get going in this class, but yeah, so that's with watercolor and black ink, and just that, and then blowing with a straw, to be honest. So those are kind of some of my style. But I just want to show you, this painting is probably from, I'm going to say 5 years ago. This was just like obviously something I was doing and it didn't really work out for me. I had no concept of watercolor at all. And so that's why I can say to you guys, I am totally pretty much self-taught other than those 2 classes. But look at this. This is kind of where I started. Like there's a drawing back there. And I had no idea about anything when it came to this. Oh, this could be older for all I know, but I found it and I was like, I'm going to show you guys. So we have evolved fairly significantly in the world of watercolor painting. I've definitely found my true love in the botanical realm of things because I do love flowers and I love plants and that's a true love of mine. But you can see a little bit of time and attention and it goes a long way. So hop on into this channel and let's play around and let's have a great time and let's just explore and have just lots of fun and lots of kind of freedom as far as it goes as being creative. So that being said, that I just wanted a quick little intro of me and the channel, but I do want to give you guys a quick little, in the next video too, I'll talk a little bit more in depth about supplies, but in order to kind of follow along and to kind of be, I mean, you don't need to have paint, but if you want to and just like paint along or to watch the video and paint after, whatever, there's a few things that I think that you're going to need. Well, you definitely are going to need. One is going to be some watercolor paint. I use these Yarka St. Petersburg Ultimate, this full pan set. I got these off Amazon quite a long time ago. They're like the semi-moist, I think they call them, pans, but they're awesome. There's lots of colors. That's why I buy paint. I buy it based on all the colors in there. I don't even buy them based on their quality, really. I would like to get, it's Daniel Smith. I would love to get a set of that. That's one everybody talks about and says it's really, really, truly amazing. So, and then there's like the Schminke, or I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyways, they're these German paints and they're really, really expensive. And I think, ooh, one day I'd love to try those out. Wonder what they're like and if they're going to be such a game changer. But I just use what I have because this is what I can afford. And these are the Mungayos, and again, I bought them because of the colors. I'm like, ooh, they're so pretty. I think this set was probably like $100, and then this one I think was like $150, maybe that. So, but you don't need to spend that much money on those because I did once originally start with, and I don't know where that set is. I have another set that's like the hard pans, and it's like more of a beginner set. Transparent, and I got that probably for like $30, and it's got the full pans, and it's anyways, so you can get whatever you want, anything. You don't have to start with $100 set, because if you don't love it, then it's a waste of money. And if you know you love it and you already have lots of paint, great. But we take anything, any paint will do, but watercolor specifically, because that's what we're working with. You're gonna need some paper. So this is the Canson. It's just a basic book that we're going to be working in. I have our first couple lessons in here. And that's what I'm going to call these. I'm just going to call them lessons as we go. So if you're watching and I refer to like lesson 2 or something, then you know, it's just an easier way to keep track of where we're at and where we're going. So it's not formal. This is not a formal thing, but just for my own sake and for anybody that's hopping on. But yeah, this will be good to get us started for what we're going to do for the next little bit and just have fun with that. So paper, you're going to need some paint. I've got my brushes in here. I just have a bunch of different kind of random ones. I've got, these ones were in like a beginner set. They are called Royal and Langnickel, and the Zen package. And so I got those, and I think there was like 6 paintbrushes in there for like $56 or something. So that's a decent one just to start with. And then I've got some individual ones that I've just bought over time. I'm terrible with my brushes. I have everything in this kit because I travel back and forth to my boyfriend's farm. And so everything goes in here and I just travel with it. So yeah, so then you're gonna need paintbrushes. I use these micron archival ink pens. I use the 03, but you can use whatever thickness you want. I also have these 01s. They're a little too thin for what I like, but I have a whole pack of them, so we'll be using those as well. I have these Dollar Roundy watercolor tubes. I never really got into using them, and I don't necessarily love them, but I have tons of them. So, and I have used them. I'm not going to say that I don't. I just prefer the pans, but I learned that you could squeeze these tubes into a pan and then you get the same effect. So maybe that's what I need to do, is squeeze those tubes into a pan, and then I will be able to use them a little bit better, because anyways, then I also have these metallic Winsor Newton inks. I just use those with a paintbrush, a really fine one, which I have this here, number 1 Nocturna Pro Royal Langnickel as well. It's just like a really thin, skinny one. So I use that with those metallics to create some depth, dimension, and shine. And then I also have this plain black ink that was used in my bamboo paint class, but I use it still in this class. So I also have a straw. That's not necessarily right away, but that's how I create some of those more abstract kind of looks of things. And you will need a 2H pencil, or any pencil for that matter. You don't need to be so specific, but this is the lightest one you can get. And you'll need that, because if you're like me, I like to sketch out what I'm doing very first. And you guys, I think that's gonna cover it. Well, you will need, you can use a water bottle to, I'm at a loss for words. A water bottle to get your paintbrushes going, or your paints going. So just, what's the word I'm looking for, you guys? It'll come to me when I'm done the video. Doesn't matter. Water bottle. And so paper, paintbrushes, ink, water bottle, some paper towel, and a little I don't know where it went. Anyways, you can just have a piece of paper like this. I'll probably just use this at some point in time, where you can like dab your color on just to try it out. Isn't that so funny? I'm kind of embarrassed to show that, but I'm going to show it because we all start somewhere. So that, I wish I had a date on it. But anyway, so those are your basic supplies that we're going to need. Oh yeah, you're going to need some jars and some water, of course. And I think that's probably going to be it to start off with. Now, you don't need all of this. You can just get paint and paper to start with and have water. That's fine. I'll put this in the description of what I all use, and I can put some examples in there, some paint, like I can look up some paint pens that you might work out good for you guys as beginners or whatever, and I'll put them in there in case you're at a loss for where to even start. And yeah, and then we will get kicking off with our first lesson. It's just, there's gonna be a few that are, you know, color theory, and then a few techniques. But after that, we're just gonna get straight into just having fun painting and working with that. So I don't want you guys to feel like, ooh, this is boring. If you don't wanna watch those, I totally get it. But I just wanna make sure that we have a little bit of a foundation before we move forward, so that we're not just getting into it and people are feeling lost and whatever. So that's gonna do it for me, you guys. I hope that was a good little intro video for you as to what is to come. Oh yeah, and the other thing too, I just wanted to say, I am in my kitchen. I don't have a specific paint room, so you don't need to have a studio. You don't need to have perfect everything, because I don't. And I know that some people hold off on doing things because it's not like or they have to have the perfect space or the perfect supplies, and everything has to be top notch, high quality. No, you can do it in your living room, your kitchen, your spare room, your bedroom. I don't care where you do this. You don't need a special place, and you don't need special stuff. So anybody and everybody can hop into this and do it at anywhere, I saw a guy at Starbucks the other day. He was painting in Starbucks. I was like, yes, that's my jam. Do it anywhere. There's no specific place. Wherever you feel creative, do it there. So there's no end to where and what you need to do that. And so don't get overwhelmed with like, oh, I need to have this and I need to have No, just get into it. So okay, so that's now going to wrap it up for me, you guys. Thank you for watching. I look forward to checking in with you guys. Please, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos that are to come. If you subscribe, then it'll let you know when I have a new video up. My goal is to have a video up once a week. Anyways, that's going to do it for me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll check you guys next time.